In the heart of a lush green valley, nestled between whispering forests and a winding silver river, sat the quiet town of Willowbrook. It was the kind of place where everyone knew each other's name, and every sunrise painted the sky with gold and lavender. But behind its picture-perfect charm, Willowbrook held a secret one known only to those who had truly understood the magic of friendship. 12-year-old Lila Morgan had moved to Willowbrook during the first week of summer. Her parents had inherited a creaky old bookstore from her grandfather, and with no explanation, decided to leave behind their bustling city life for a quiet town she'd never heard of. Lila wasn't excited. She missed her friends, her favorite ice cream truck, and the hum of the city. But everything changed the morning she wandered into the Enchanted Hollow, a moss-covered path just behind the bookstore. She'd been chasing her scruffy dog, Button, who had wriggled free from his leash. The deeper she went, the more the trees seemed to lean inward, as if whispering stories from ages past. Suddenly, Button barked excitedly and darted into a clearing where 3 kids stood around a crooked wooden stump. The tallest among them, a boy with messy red hair and a slingshot hanging from his belt, grinned. "You brought the final piece," he said. Lila blinked. "What do you mean?" "You," said a girl with braids and a magnifying glass around her neck. "You're the last friend we were waiting for." The 3 introduced themselves as Eli, Mira, and Noah, and told Lila about the Friendship Circle, a place hidden in the hollow where children who truly believed in friendship could summon real magic. Lila didn't believe them at first. That is, until Eli tossed a pebble into the air and it turned into a glowing butterfly, fluttering gently before vanishing in sparkles. That summer changed everything. Every day, the 4 friends returned to the Enchanted Hollow. Each had their own magical gift. Eli could transform objects. Mira could speak to animals. Noah could control light and shadows. And Lila discovered she could hear the thoughts of trees, ancient, patient voices that had waited centuries for someone to listen. Together, they learned the rules of the Hollow. Magic could only be used when they were united. If one of them felt anger, sadness, or betrayal, the magic would vanish. The Hollow only accepts hearts that beat as one. The trees often whispered to Lila. They had unforgettable moments. One afternoon, they built a glowing raft made of vines and fireflies and floated down the river under a sky filled with shooting stars. Another day, they helped a lost baby fox find its mother using Mira's animal speak and Noah's light trails. Lila even spoke with a 300-year-old oak who told her about the first children who discovered the Hollow centuries ago. But the most unforgettable moment came on Lila's 13th birthday. The group planned a magical surprise, a glowing canopy of lanterns, a cake that floated, and Button wearing a tiny magician's hat. But just as they finished preparing, Mira found out her family might be moving away. "I didn't want to ruin your birthday," Mira said, blinking back tears. "But I can't pretend everything's fine." The group fell silent. The lanterns dimmed, the cake drooped, and worst of all, the clearing turned gray. The magic was disappearing. Lila stepped forward, her voice trembling. "Then let's not pretend. If we're friends, We face things together. That's the real magic. Noah grabbed Mira's hand. Even if you go, we're still connected. Eli nodded. The hollow isn't about being together every day. It's about believing in each other, no matter where we are. Suddenly, the clearing lit up again, brighter than ever before. Trees shimmered with gold, fireflies danced in spirals, and the birthday cake spun in midair, laughing with music. The hollow accepted their sadness, their fear, but it also recognized their honesty, their courage, their friendship. Summer turned to autumn. Mira's family decided to stay a little longer. The four friends knew nothing lasted forever, but that didn't matter. They'd found something timeless, something that wouldn't fade with distance or change. On the last day of the season, the four carved their names into the wooden stump in the clearing. Lila added a message below. Magic lives where friendship thrives. Years passed. Lila grew up and took over her grandfather's bookstore. She transformed it into a reading cafe, with stories of the enchanted hollow tucked into children's books and painted murals on the walls. Sometimes, curious children wandered behind the store, following the moss-covered path. And sometimes, just sometimes, they didn't come back for hours, only returning with wide eyes and firefly sparkles in their hair. Lila would smile from behind the counter, recognizing that glow. She knew that even if the magic of the hollow wasn't seen by all, the real magic, the one made of trust, laughter, and love, had never left Willowbrook, because friendship, in all its forms, was the most powerful magic of all.